Time is an illusion, baby. Time is an illusion. It's man-made. You think a squirrel got to clock in for work? Nah, it's always work time. Even playtime is work time. When you see it, when you try to sneak up on a squirrel or sneak up on an animal, it's always go time. Any moment could be that time when death arrives. It's right now. That's all that matters. Do the best we can with what we got right now. Because time is irrelevant. A year, 2 years, 3 years. All that matters is today. What are we doing today to better ourselves? What are we doing today to grow? What are we doing today to feel? What are we doing right now to be the best us we could be? Because time is irrelevant. Time has no relevancy on this earth. None whatsoever. There's somebody living their best life right now, and there's somebody living their worst, going through their worst that they ever went through. And they both at the same time. You know what I mean? Time has no relevance. Experience. Experience is the only really thing that matters. Time is not gonna come save you. Time's not gonna jump out of the sky, bro, and like do something mysterious to change your life. If we want to change our lives, the time to start is now. You know, it's like the saying goes, the first best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. Second best time, today. Today. Plant the correct seeds in the soil of our mind, man. And let's realize really the opportunities that we have at hand in this current moment, as opposed to looking at what we don't have and wishing that we had it. Let's take what we have and make the best use of that in order to get where we want to go. Because in my eyes, I feel like that's the only way we can get where we want to go. Focusing on what we don't have is only going to make us feel inferior to someone that does have it. Or inferior to the thing in general. Whatever it is. You know what I mean? Time is man-made. Don't get me wrong, time is real, but not how we think it is. We think we're supposed to be at a certain place at a certain time all the time. You know, if you ever watch like dogs and stuff, people's dogs, you know, a lot of the time they, you know, when they first meet somebody or when someone enters the room, when something new is happening in their environment, they gotta embrace it. If you watch people's dogs, watch when someone enters the room or watch when someone new comes around. They all up on them. But then when they get a sense of what's going on around them, everything, you know what I'm saying, nothing new going on, they just lay down and chill. Some dogs, you know, most of the time, they just lay down and chill. It's because time is a blessing. I think animals understand that time is a blessing. You know what I mean? I think animals are the most, especially like dogs and stuff. A lot of them. Some of them, you know, but for the most part, dogs are as courageous as they are because they're not afraid to die. You know what I mean? And it's because I think they have a better understanding of time than we do. We think we're so smart because we have all these extra stuff that we put on top of life, but a dog sees life for what it is. That's why they say dogs know energy well. Nah, it's not. I don't think it's that. Well, I think it is dogs know energy well. I think anybody can know energy well. I feel a person's energy too. Like, I know when somebody's trying to do me dirty. I know when somebody's got it. Someone's actually trying to help me. I could tell. I could feel people's energy. You know what I mean? I think it's just because I sit back and I observed so much of my life. And I think it's really just observing the nuances. I think it's just observing. I don't even think, I definitely feel the energy, but I also feel like observation is a part of that. Dogs observe everything in their surroundings, bro. Not just dogs, but most animals. Every animal, bro. Animals, bugs, everything but humans. Humans are humans are like the only people that just walk through life willy nilly as if we can't die. As if everything always gonna be sweet and we always gonna be here. Forgetting to truly appreciate the moment. That doesn't mean that you have to be loud and boisterous. That doesn't mean that you have to be. That just means you appreciate it. Silence is the utmost appreciation, in my opinion. I don't even know what to say, dog. This is just so beautiful. It's just that's why a lot of my life I was silent. I was appreciative, everything, observant, looking at my surroundings, watching people, watching animals, watching everything. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm so appreciative. I always watched everything, spending my time as wisely as I can, trying to learn new things about the environment around me, not the environment over in Africa somewhere or Costa Rica or whatever. I don't know what they going through. Hey, I wish y'all well, my boy, but I'm going through my own shit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta focus on what's around me, dog. I gotta use this time as wisely as I can, wherever I'm at, whatever I'm doing. No such thing as bored. How could I ever be bored when I have a brain? How could I ever be bored when I have a brain? Nah, people really need to exchange the word bored for lonely. Cause you be lonely. I don't really get lonely. I be alone. I be alone a lot. But lonely, that means something is missing. I feel like that means you don't have an understanding of time. But yeah, time is man-made, bro. Don't stress about how long something takes. Just do what you love and don't worry about the results. I mean, you can. It's up to you. But I feel like the results are inferior to the process. The results gonna come. Just stay down, keep moving, keep grooving. You know what I mean? Take time to love yourself in this moment, right now. Because if you don't do it now, when you gonna do it? Be honest with yourself. When you gonna do it? When you gonna take the time to love yourself if you ain't already doing it? Oh, I get to it this time. I get to it that time. But you never do. Something always arises. It's because you ain't creating the time. The only time we have is now. That's the only thing we can do anything about. So if it's always in the future, well, you're never gonna get around to it. And yeah, that's all I got, man. Catch y'all next one.